Hey guys, Mike again, reporting live once again from Amazon Middle School. Okay, so today guys I want to talk about desegregating assessment data. Basically what I've been doing is Mr. Gregory, before I got here, was using a website called Kia.com, that's spelled Quia.com, to administer quizzes. Not only can you do that, but there are also activities you can do through Kia, surveys. You can create a question bank for maybe questions you want to use in later assessments. A lot of really cool stuff you can do, but my favorite part about it, and the reason why I've continued to use it, not only for uniformity's sake in terms of making sure the kids aren't completely blown away when they've been taking quizzes the same way for 6 months and then I get in here and do something completely differently. But also because it does allow me to not only get instant results on quiz and test days, but it also basically separates the data for me, and I can use that to improve the way I assess my students. For instance, included in this blog below the video here is going to be a screenshot of one of my Kia quizzes, actually the latest one. And as you can see from this, what I do is basically go through, print out the quiz/test that I give them, and go through each question writing down the percentage of kids that get it right. If you look down in the screenshot, you all see that on number 5, only 12% of people got that question right. That was attributed to me. I went over the question. The question is actually the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, make sure all of the following products are safe for consumption except, and the choices are raw meat, alcohol, eyeliner, and aspirin. Raw meat and aspirin are automatically thrown out because those are two things that the FDA definitely regulates. However, I never really talked to the kids about how they also regulate cosmetics, whereas the ATF regulates alcohol. So a lot of people were choosing eyeliner as the correct answer when it was supposed to be B, alcohol. So because it was my error in teaching, I'm actually going to give them a point back for that. But not only that, I guess that's how also happened one other time with the first assessment I gave where I had to give a point back because of a bad question. But this kind of stuff also allows me to kind of look at, if there's a bad question written, how many students got what question right. It kind of lets me, shallowly peer into why I think they got it right, which I can then, go deeper into the next class by going over the questions that I find a bit troubling in terms of the percent that people got, or the percentage of people that got it correct. I can go over that stuff and get a better idea of why people are getting things wrong and how I can fix it as a teacher. Also, like I said, Kia allows me to get instant results. So after a kid's taken a quiz, I can just hit the refresh page on the grading section, and their name will pop up with a score. So that allows me to get quick turnover in terms of going back over what, problem areas there might be with certain questions or certain concepts that I've taught. And it also, I guess, gives me a good indication of how I'm doing as a teacher, along with how they're doing as students in learning. Not only, does it break it down question by question, but it's great for the grade book because it breaks it down student by student. Obviously, I'm not going to throw the student names up there on the screenshot, but it does allow for that. So when I'm plugging things into the grade book, I just write it down just from the screen, and I can plug it in. It takes like 2 seconds to do. So it makes grading easier. It's great for, like I said, desegregating data and trying to figure out where some students went wrong. For instance, I usually go over questions. I write them in red, as you can see. And the other questions are generally written in black or blue, the ones that are over 70%. Those that are under 70% are the ones that I go over with the students. I feel like 70% is a good number. You know, granted, it might not be a good grade if your student has a 70%. But if you're thinking in terms of, you know, I have 86 kids, if 70% of those kids get a question right, I think I've done a pretty good job at teaching that concept. So, I know it's not necessarily, I guess, a good time. No, I guess it wasn't necessarily good timing of me, just in case, you know, some of you all wanted to use Kia in terms of waiting for my, like, I think it's the 8th blog or something, to start talking about what Kia can do in terms of desegregation of data. But it's great if you think about using this stuff in the future, especially when you consider the advancements and integration of technology into the classroom more and more recently. So, just a food for thought. Kia, a pretty cool site that you might want to go check out, you know, even if you're not going to use it. So, yeah, just wanted to let you know all about it. But until next week, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Mike, signing out. Bye.